going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today we're going to be checking out some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay using the AK-74U on the brand new map that they added into the game. Not going to lie to you guys. I know everybody has their love-hate relationship for this map, but me personally, I absolutely love it. Seriously, it's a blast to play. I think it's very fast-paced, small-quartered map, good for SMGs. I usually always choose this map over the majority of the other maps, but that's all besides the point. Today's commentary is going to be all about how the Call of Duty cycle absolutely sucks and is probably the most depressing thing in the universe. I'm not going to lie to you guys. As a hardcore Call of Duty fan, all I've been asking for is a complete game for years. We always say we want something that plays like Call of Duty 4, something that plays like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2. That's what we always say, but I think there's a different reason to why we say this. A lot of people think that we say this because, we have our nostalgic glasses on, but I personally think it's because the games were made complete. At their core, it had fun items, and despite all the cheese that both of these games have, like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2, at the end of the day, it had content. All the streaks were there. There was tons of streaks in both of those games. There was tons of weapons and different things that you could do with attachments and the perk class setups and all this different stuff. You had variety in your game. You had life, and they gave it to you up front. So instead of having to, sit there and claw at them and beg at Activision to give you content, and then they slowly drip it over to you over the course of the full year, it was all there, which allowed you to have creativity, which allowed you to use your brain to think of different ways to play this game for the full year. Right now, I think Activision believes we're all stupid. They think we don't know how to use our brains and actually have fun for ourselves. They need them to come up with different ways and different varieties for us to have a good time, which is why they constantly change the playlist updates and they're putting new stuff in the game because apparently we don't know how to do that ourselves. Back in the day in Call of Duty 4, What at War, Black Ops 1, all those old school games, when we wanted to do something new, we went into private match. We used our brains. We used our creativity to make different things to do inside their game because we already had all the content. We already had everything in the game, and the game was released complete. It wasn't a buggy mess. It wasn't completely impossible to join on friends. It wasn't completely impossible to host private matches. These games are way too complex, and the developers aren't putting any effort into polishing them off. Black Ops Cold War, for example, it's a complete mess. The game is a complete mess. And I know for a fact, when the year is up, and the brand new Call of Duty game comes out in Call of Duty 2021, I know for a fact I'm going to come back and think that Black Ops Cold War is actually a decent game. There's going to be tons of maps by then. The game is going to be polished off by then. And there's going to be actually content, tons of weapons, and tons of different variety in the game. I know at that point it's going to be good, but the fact of the matter is that it should not take a full, complete year in order to get your game there. And I do believe that the Call of Duty community has a different tolerance level compared to other titles. For the Battlefield community, when they have bugs and glitches and stuff like that, they're not too angry. They're not too annoyed. Because Battlefield games take a lot more effort, and they take more years to make, and they also have a lot longer of a lifespan. So we know if this game is going to be out for 3+ years, if they can at least get the bugs fixed in the first year, at least we'll have 2 more years to play and enjoy the game at its full potential. But with Call of Duty, that's not the case. A game releases on a year-to-year basis. We see a Call of Duty every single year. So you would think, if the same problem happened the previous year, why would it happen the next year? And the next year? And the next year? And the next year? Do you see what I'm saying here? And on top of that, nobody wants to play this Call of Duty game when the new one comes out. So by the end of the lifespan, for the full year when it's finally fixed and complete and good to go, there's going to be a new COD game out that everybody wants to play. It's the most weird, broken system in the world because it actually works. They're releasing beta-formed games for $60 that take a full year to develop, and then by the time that they're good, they're already selling another beta-formed game that's going to make millions of dollars for them. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That's why the Call of Duty community has the tolerance we have. That's why we get so angry. If Call of Duty, like Battlefield, had 3+ years to go ahead and develop and make their games, and also have 3+ years of, an actual lifespan that the game is going to last for 3 years, then yes, we wouldn't be so angry during the first couple of weeks or the first couple of months of all these game-breaking issues. It wouldn't be a problem, because at least we know if it takes a full year to fix it, we'll still have an extra 2 years to play it. But the fact is that it only has a year lifespan, and then it's done. We're going to move on. It should be complete day one. That should just be the ultimate milestone every single time a Call of Duty game releases. I just want to be able to open up a Call of Duty game for the first time and dig my teeth in. see all of this content and all of these things to do just all laid out in front of me, ready to play with. Black Ops Cold War was way too underwhelming. Like I said, what it was like 7 maps that came out at launch for multiplayer. A single zombie map and like a 5 to 6 hour campaign. It was the most bare bone Call of Duty game I've ever witnessed in my whole freaking life. It was right next to Modern Warfare though. Modern Warfare was the same exact way, except Black Ops Cold War is just a little less content than Modern Warfare. But side by side, honestly, they're the same deal. They're both games that have released with nothing, with the mindset that by the end of the year, it's obviously going to be stuffed with content. Look at Modern Warfare now. I have hopped back on Modern Warfare multiple times with the homies, and I gotta be completely honest with you guys. The map selection, out of this world. The weapon selection, out of this world. Attachments, game modes, with Warzone introduced into Modern Warfare as well, which is another game mode. It's an endless amount of things to do in Modern Warfare right now. And if I were to be selling someone a copy of a game, and they came up to me in the store and said, hey, I have Modern Warfare here in Black Ops Cold War. Which one would you tell me to get? I would 110% tell them to get Modern Warfare. Because it's just better for the dollar. You get more content for the price you pay. You're going to pay $60 for both these games. But Black Ops Cold War will come with no content. And Modern Warfare will come with content. Honestly, I really wanted this live service model to work, to be honest with you, with the free maps and stuff like that, but I really think that this is the main reason why we're dealing with all this. Instead of everybody paying for their DLC maps and stuff like that, they're going to completely take that out of the system, no more DLC maps and stuff like that. They're just going to give it to us for free, but it's going to be at the cost of getting no content in the beginning of the game. So by the end of the game, by the end of the full year, yes, you'll pretty much have the full content of any other typical Call of Duty game, but in the beginning, you're going to have absolutely nothing. You're going to be begging Activision to be giving you something just because we're not giving them the extra money for the DLC map packs. Honestly, they don't even need it. The microtransaction system model that they put into this game is making them more money than ever. So at this point in time, Activision is just being greedy. Not only are they giving us incomplete games that are not ready to be released and that have no content in them because of the fact that, no more paid DLC, but at the same time, they're making millions if not billions off their new microtransaction system model that also has a battle pass implemented. They're making way too much money to be doing this to the Call of Duty community. And the sad part about this is that obviously, whatever makes the most money, everybody else is going to copy. Obviously, in the big business world, that's what people are going to want to do. They want to make the most profit off of these games right now. And Activision is definitely one of the top dogs when it comes to making a buck off of any of their video games. So other people are going to be looking at this. They're going to be observing how Activision is handling these situations. And they're going to be like, wow, really? They're not putting any effort into their games? They're releasing games with no content? No reason to even play it? But at the same time, they're making billions of dollars? What? And people are copying this method now. There are so many games that are being released completely incomplete. Without any doubt, they should have never been released, and it's very clear to anybody's eye. You don't even have to be a full-time gamer to see that these games are completely busted right now. And everybody has the same mindset. They'll release it like this in beta, and then obviously over the next course of the year, they're going to fix it up and make it a better game, but it will never be good on day one. What happened to games releasing good on day one? What happened to the good old days? I don't understand. Yes, there's always going to be bugs and glitches in games. That's impossible to avoid. But what we're getting nowadays is literally dirt. It's actual dirt that they're feeding us. I'm just hoping that one day the cycle will break. That's all I'm hoping for. I want a game to release that's actually going to be decent. I don't want to wait a whole year to enjoy Call of Duty anymore. I'm getting tired of it. It's just killing the whole purpose. Like, what's the point anymore? Honestly, I'm not going to make any more current content. I'm just going to wait until the game is a year later, and I'm just going to record all the content then and actually enjoy the game, because that's the only time you can enjoy it. Other than that, you're just going to be dealing with thick skill-based matchmaking, tons of bugs and glitches, horrible optimization, and just overall a very poor game. But guys, I think I'm going to call the commentary off there. Make sure you leave your opinions down below. What do you guys think? Do you think it's better that this game is releasing with no content and we're getting it after a year later? Do you think it's like me? Do you think the game should release with full content, just like it did back in the day, and obviously come out with DLC map packs and stuff like that, and obviously make their extra bucks that way? But honestly, I'm just tired of the no content for a full year, and getting a complete game a year later, it seems like kind of a waste of time. But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have on Twitter and Discord, both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams on video games, I do over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.